Navigating the investment choices for your retirement plan, it can be a daunting task, and that's where the guidance of a financial advisor can be beneficial in recognizing trends and better investment options. So we have financial advisor Jonathan McCoy here in studio to explain. Now, we like to track the news trends, the entertainment trends here on this show. What are some of the important trends in the market that folks should be aware of right now when they're planning their investments?
Yeah, well, it's funny because you mentioned it's easy to follow the headlines, right? And take a look at, what is the news telling us about the market every day? But looking forward and looking at some of those underlying trends, the things that aren't being talked about now are usually the things that are going to be affecting us in the next 6 to 9 months. So you look at things like bonds are really beaten down right now, and a lot of people that were in this traditional balanced form of investing where a financial advisor may have told them just stay 60% stocks, 40% bonds, you'll be okay because the bonds should offset the risk. Well, in our current environment, bonds and stocks are highly interest rate sensitive. So what happens with interest rates, what happens with inflation over the next 6 months to a year or even longer are going to have a significant impact on the performance of your investments. And I think taking the traditional approach of just only sticking to stocks and only sticking to bonds can be an unnecessarily risky strategy, especially when we know that now there are times where bonds and stocks may underperform together at the same time. It's sort of an unprecedented event, but it happens, and you've got to have alternative strategies to protect your income.
So you've been doing this for a while now. What can be some common mistakes people make when they analyze the market without maybe the help of your guidance?
Yeah, I think so many people compare, a lot of people, we build what we call benchmarks in our mind. And you may not even feel like you have a benchmark, but these benchmarks are usually built by the headlines, right? It's, that traditional buy and hold strategy of just stick to the stock market and eventually it'll work out. Well, I can point out multiple periods of time in history where you think of a period of time that we call the lost decade, 1999 through 2009, where if you were just that buy and hold investor and you were counting on the market to pay you 10% for the first 10 years of retirement, if you retired in 1999 or 2000, you were down 5% 10 years later.
Yeah.
Having the consistency and stability of income is really a primary focus of how we plan for our clients. Managing the investments so that the investment return can offset the effects of inflation is really the secondary goal. So income first, growth second is really a primary focus for folks that work with us at Market Advisory Group throughout their retirement years.
What do you find yourself telling your clients during these volatile months?
Well, most of the time for our existing clients, the conversation is, this is why we have planned this way. This is why we have those assets that we can fall back on and start to pull from in the event the market, especially stocks and bonds, going down at the same time. A lot of financial advisors are caught with their hands tied because they have no other tools available. The focus for us is on a lot of the new people that we're meeting that already have a financial advisor that have kind of told them, just stick with it, it'll come back. The question in the back of our minds and the question in the back of your minds as investors is always going to be, well, how long is it going to take? I don't have as many years now as I did maybe back in 2008. I might be retiring in the next 2 or 3 years. What if it doesn't come back? Or what if we go through a period of flat returns and we don't get that growth that we expect? This buy and hold strategy a lot of times can leave people holding the bag in that case.
All right. Well, we know everybody's got their own unique situation, and of course everybody has their own questions. And if you have those, you can call Jonathan and his team and schedule a complimentary consultation and submit your questions. All you have to do is visit AskOurAdvisor.com, or you can call 816-548-2000. They're going to take your questions, leave a meet with you one-on-one. It's all free of charge. If you include your address, Market Advisory Group will send you a free gift. Jonathan, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks a lot, Bill.